How's everybody doing? I want to welcome everybody to the Vent Show for another actually tragic development that just occurred today in Kentucky. We're going to look at the news story real quick and then we'll be right back to talk about it.
Right now, at least 7 people are being treated at hospitals after a deadly shooting at a high school in Kentucky. CNN has confirmed that so far at least 1 person has died as we are getting new information in. I want to go to CNN's Allison Cossack. You've been monitoring developments. What can you tell us, Allison?
Okay, Brianna, so the shooter is in custody. We do not know if it's a student. We do not know what his or her motive was. But yes, 7 people have been transported to hospitals. 2 of those people were taken by medical helicopter to Vanderbilt University Medical Center located in Nashville. The school, by the way, located about 20 miles southeast of Paducah, Kentucky, the school located in Benton. One other victim, a female high schooler, not sure if it's a student, but one female at the high school was shot and taken to a different hospital. She is said to be okay. Shots rang out around the time that the high school was starting the day, or right around that school was going to begin the day. And we're hearing reports of first responders really jumping into action. Benton City Clerk Beth Cooper telling CNN that the Benton Police Department is located right inside City Hall where she is. And she said when they got the emergency call, all the officers in the police department rushed to the high school. Also assisting the investigation, ATF, FBI are on the scene as well. And we're also getting a statement from Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin. He says this is a tremendous tragedy and speaks to the heartbreak present in our communities. It is unbelievable that this would happen in a small, close-knit community like Marshall County.
Senator Mitch McDonald spoke a short time ago on the Senate floor about the tragedy in his home state.
I know I speak for communities across my home state in sending prayers of comfort and healing to students, faculty, and everyone affected by this violence. Our hearts are with the entire community in Marshall County, and our gratitude is with the first responders who rushed into harm's way.
At least 3 of the victims were airlifted to Vanderbilt Medical Center in Nashville. The motive for the shooting, still unknown at this point.
Okay, so the news that you just seen was of an attack on a school in Kentucky. They're not saying if it was a student or someone else, but according to this, it says 2 dead, 17 injured in the school. This is a tragedy. Again, how many times have we seen this in schools? Students killing students. People were just opening fire on other people for no apparent reason. It's just ridiculous. Let me just read to you a little bit here from what we have so far. It says, this is what it says, but we're not sure as to what the truth really is. But it says a 15-year-old student opened fire with a handgun inside his rural Kentucky high school Tuesday, killing 2 classmates, injuring 17 others, sending hundreds fleeing for safety. The police were seen leading a teenager away in handcuffs. That's what they believe is a teenager. It was the nation's first fatal school shooting of 2018. The shooter will be charged with murder and attempted murder, Kentucky State Police Lieutenant Michael Webb said. He was apprehended by the Sheriff's Department here on site at the school, and thankfully before any more lives could be taken, Webb said. Police did not release any identities, nor did they describe a motive. Webb said detectives are looking into his home and background. Said students ran for their lives as the student began shooting inside an atrium just before morning classes would have begun at Marshall County High School. Many jumped into cars, ran down the highway. Some not stopping until they reached the McDonald's restaurant more than a mile away. Says parents left their cars on both sides of an adjacent road, desperately trying to find their kids. It says, according to Michelle Garland, they were running and crying and screaming. It says kids running inside nearby businesses, running down the highway, just trying to get away from the situation in the area. And the notices says half a dozen ambulances, numerous police cars converged on the school, along with officers in black fatigues carrying assault rifles. Oh, this is crazy. It says 2 15-year-olds were killed. A girl died at the scene and a boy died later at a hospital, adding that all the victims are believed to be students. He said 12 of those injured suffered bullet wounds. 5 were flown about 120 miles to Nashville University Medical Center. Yeah, this is, according to one, they said it's going to take time to heal. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm going to put the rest of the story in the description for you to read, but this is a real tragic story here. Okay. Have we not learned anything from Columbine? My question is, what is going on with these kids? How are they getting their hands on these guns? I blame part of that of the parents' fault, because I'm pretty sure he ain't just buy it off the street. And we talking about Kentucky. So I'm pretty sure the parents, the father in particular, had a gun collection, and he must have found it, loaded it, and for whatever reason took it to school and started shooting. Now the question I also have is why? Why did he start shooting? It had to be a particular reason. Maybe people was making fun of him. Maybe he just didn't like the school, the students. Could have been any number of things that could have provoked him, but you just never know. But what could it have been? I would like to know the answer to that. So I would like to know your feelings on this. It just happened. We just got the report in. So please, if you like to comment, please put it below. Tell me how you feel about it, and we are going to get to the bottom of this. I'm sure have an update to this very soon, so look for that. Okay, until then, I am Casino Black, and this is The Vent Show, and I am out. Peace.